So, Daniel, tell me a little bit about this movie of yours. It's amazing.
Oh, so Liza Anonymous, it's a short film. It's about like a lonely millennial who's addicted to support groups and, you know, disguises herself in different personas and personalities to fit in. And it leads her on a theatrical journey. And she, learns things get uncovered, her charade begins to crumble, and she has to kind of figure herself out. And it's definitely told through a like comedic narrative. It's definitely a comedy. It deals with some, real world issues, and exploring that through comedy is something the director and writer really wanted to push forward, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And a great women-led team, um, writer, director, producer, director of photography. So it's just a real pleasure collaborating with everybody and bringing
And
this to life.
so tell me a little bit about your involvement.
So I was one of the producers and also the production designer. So just kind of involved throughout the film, from the beginning to through the festival run. So um, we're really excited for everything. Yeah.
What would you say was the biggest challenge about making the film?
Well, we shot it in 2 days, and it was really, really ambitious. I've never shot something so ambitious in such a short amount of time. Our line producer, the other producer, Katie Rosen, she really was a lot of preparation, and even with me and all the different rooms and setups, and we had circular dolly tracks, so we really had to have everything just ready just to be executed. There was so many scenes. We had a cast of like 40 plus actors coming in and out, to fill all those rooms up. It was really challenging, but we pulled it off.
Nice. And what was your favorite memory about making the movie?
My favorite memory, well, I would say, yeah, just getting there, getting in, and just being able to actually pull it off, just in general. One moment I remember uh, with you might have to cut do a little bit of editing, so I'm just trying to think of a good memory. um, let's see. Great memory. Trying to think of a good one. So, first time I've been asked this question, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
I
Well,
know.
we can go back to it if you want.
Yeah, I just don't want to say something that's lame. So I really want, you know what I mean?
There is no such thing as a lame memory. No
Right,
such
that's
thing.
true. That's true.
So,
Yeah, we can come back to that one.
yeah. So what I liked about this, like you said, it was Liza going through all this stuff. And do you think it's something that people can relate to, especially people around her age?
Yes, definitely. And around her age and, lower, I think people, throughout their whole young adulthood and, coming of age, all the way, into becoming who you are, just trying to find yourself. You do some silly things sometimes, trying to kind of discover who you are in that process. And I think that Liza is an extreme example, but I think everybody can relate to what she's going through. And you know I think it's definitely something pretty universal and human, trying to find out what you're really, who you are.
Yeah, and I was thinking that this movie could be shown in schools, maybe in health classes or some kind of life of skills class, because it's definitely, like you said, something we could all relate to, and something that people need to see so they learn to be their best selves and be themselves.
And I think a key to build on that, a key factor is to, learn how to embrace yourself and find yourself, but not take it too far. Because some people, we've seen examples in the past in real life. Rachel Dolezal, I think that's how you say her name. Trying pretending to be like the leader of the NAACP in Washington State, and some people take it a little bit too far, because they're really unsure inside of who they are. So that's kind of something that the writer really wanted to tap into, and we all kind of, we wanted to use comedy to show an extreme example, but it's not always the best. You know, imitation isn't the most sincere form of flattery, so it's like appreciation versus appropriation. These are all some things we really wanted to have rise to the surface of Liza's journey and her like reckoning.
Exactly. That's why I think it's so important that people see this. And
Mhm.
what was your thought when you found out Tribeca you were going?
um well, yeah, the Danny, the lead actress and one of the producers, was like, everybody get on Zoom right now. We thought something was wrong, and I was at like the doctor's office in the waiting room, and I was like, okay, sure. So I hopped on Zoom, and then she let everybody know, and we were like, wow, um, super exciting. It's my first time at Tribeca. I lived in New York for a decade before moving to LA, so it's really exciting to be back in person. You know, not virtual. So coming out of the pandemic, just we're all really psyched.
And where in New York did you live when you lived there?
Oh man, I lived all over like a true New Yorker. I bounced around. I was in Brooklyn, then I moved to like East Harlem and Washington Heights. So just kind of all up and down.
And are you gonna go get all the New York food while you're there, or
Absolutely. Totally missed the pizza. LA just doesn't hold a candle. It's no, the street food, the hot dogs. I really missed it.
oh yeah, I cannot wait to go back. It's just like pizza, Chinese food, bagels, the street food, the
Bagels,
deli. Yes.
the bodegas.
Yes, the bodega with the bacon, egg, and cheese with a big Arizona. Yes.
Absolutely.
Nice. And one thing I like to ask people I interview is tell me a fun fact about yourself.
Okay. Ooh, okay, interesting. um, fun fact, fun fact, fun fact. Well, so I don't really actually tell many people this, and no one in my immediate family. I don't come from a film family at all, but one of my, long dead relatives went to jail as one of the Hollywood 10 screenwriters because they were accused of promoting the communist agenda,
Oh, wow.
Nazism in the 50s. So he did go to jail for a year, with 10 other screenwriters, as part of the government crackdown on communism. And he never worked again after this. He was blacklisted by Hollywood.
Oh, shoot.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, so that's Samuel Ornitz. Never met him. Was dead long before I was born. But just fun fact.
Yeah, not what I expected, but a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Very interesting one. And did you ever think of a good memory yet? Or
Yeah. I think towards the end of the shoot, one of our we weren't really sure how it would turn out, but the last scene was originally just going to be, regular improv actors, but Aubrey and I were like kind of last minute, a few days before, like, how do we make this more fun? How do we fit this in the world of all the support groups? Is kind of like stylized and over the top, and just having these improv actors on the stage, it might not match the rest of the film. So we're like, why don't we just like put them all in like animal masks And so we just ordered a bunch of rubber masks, and it was really fun. It was like one of the last scenes we shot, so everybody kind of, it was really goofy, and I think it translated well to the energy of the scene.
That is amazing. And where can we find you on social media so we can follow your amazing career?
Oh, for sure. My Instagram is daniel.ornitz. Pretty simple. You can just, it's the best way to follow me.
Perfect. I will send you a follow. Thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Likewise. Really
All right.
always a pleasure.
Yep. We'll talk soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.